Yeah, so this problem statement talks about sorting by colors. So we have a three colors given, right? 0, 1, and 2, which represents red, white, and blue, and we need to sort this by their color code. So 0 represents red, and 1 represents white, and 2 represents blue. But there are a couple of conditions which has been given here. First of all, we should not be using the counting sort, because that will be very easy one. We can even using the two pass, like basically we are going to count number of zeros, number of ones, number of twos, and then what we are going to do, we are going to loop through another time, and then what we are going to do is we are going to replace like for the number of zeros, we are just going to fill that zero, number of ones, we are going to fill the number of one, and then we are going to fill number of twos. So in that way, but that is a two pass algorithm, so that has been asked to avoid that. And the second thing is that we can also do is like we can use another array to do this sorting, but as it has been asked in question, we need to use the constant space. So let's try to uh, write this program using one pass algorithm. So basically, if you talk about, let's say for example, if we have only two colors, 0 and 1, when we want to do this sorting, what we can do is we can have a two counters, basically low and high. And what low will do is basically it will take the value of 0 and it will increment the 0th counter wherever it will count 0. And one counter, what it will do, it will decrement the high value, and it will do until low value is less than high. And also what we can do, until low value is less than high, we are just going to swap those two values, low and high. So this is the two variable, 0 and 1. Now we are adding one more thing, is called 2. So basically we need three counters, and when using these three counters, we are going to swap 0, 1, and 2. So let's implement this programmatically. So let's talk about int low equal to 0, which represents first counter, and then we have int mid, which is represents the second counter. I will just say that it's 0, and then int high equals to nums dot length minus 1, right? I can write it while low less than high, right? So basically low less than equal to high. I'm just going to run through this uh, loop, right? So what I should do, basically we have a three conditions, 0, 1, and 2, and in 0th case we are going to increment that and also do the swapping as we are doing in the 2, 1, and then in the 2 case we are just going to swap, and then we are also going to do that this one. But now we have added one more parameter called, let's say for example, 1 as another parameter, or mid is as another parameter. So what we are going to do, whenever we found mid, we are not going to swap anything, we are just going to increment the mid counter, because what we are trying to do is we are trying to do the segregation for 0, we are trying to do segregation for 2, automatically 1 will be segregated in the middle. That's the whole idea. So let's talk about let's write that. So basically what I am going to do is I'm going to write switch a statement, right? Right. So switch nums of mid, and basically as we are incrementing the mid counter, basically I'm going to check mid, because mid is the counter which will be keep on increasing it, right? So I have a switch case now, and this switch case have a case number 0. And what this case number 0 does, it's we have a 0th value, right? So what in the 0th value, what I'm going to do, I'm going to swap, and I'm going to swap this nums, right, and the low value and the mid value, okay? And then I'm just going to increase this low plus plus, and then also I'm going to increase this mid plus plus, and then I'm going to break. Now case number 1 is, as we discussed, this is the second conditions which we have added newly, because we already had a two array 0 and 1. Now we have, let's say 1, 2 is also there. So basically for case 1, we are going to do is increment only the middle count. We don't want to swap, because automatically the middle counter will be segregated in between 0 and 2. So now I'm just going to break it, and for case number 2, I'm just going to swap again And this time I'm gonna swap ARR, comma mid and comma high. And then I'm just gonna write high minus minus. And then I'm just gonna use break, right? I think that's pretty much. So this is what it will. Let me write one function called swap. So this is while this is this one, and let me write a swap function. So this swap is something called, it takes 3 arguments, int arr, int I, int j, and then what it's going to do is int temp equal to arri, and then say arri equal to arrj, and then arrj equals to temp. So let's run this code, and if everything, there is no compile time issue. Oh, compiled. I think I have written wrongly. It should be nums. It's the common name of array, so that's the problem. Yeah. So I think, yeah. So this is running perfectly fine. So let me submit this, and if I submit, yeah, so it's accepted. So let's go to the timing part. So you can see this runtime is 0 millisecond, and so this particular is